the play in the second half was a team I coached in November, December, and most of January. So it was good to see him back. Our transition game was in full gear, and that's been our emphasis in practice the last few days, is to try to get that back where it needed to be. Doug's movement was as good as it's been, and the guys did a great job of finding him, and he scored in a variety of ways. And I really thought Will Artino gave us a huge lift off the bench when Gregory got his third foul in the second half. He was active, and he was long, and he makes the right plays. And once we settled down and didn't turn it over, the second half, we were pretty efficient. And minus our turnovers in the first half, we were very efficient in the first half as well. We allowed them to turn us over, which they're very good at.
Take questions.
Can you remember the last time you had a 19-2 Greg?
Been a while. So the answer to that would be no.
I guess just talk a little bit about what you saw figure into that. Was it the transition game?
The transition game was good. I thought we made some hustle plays. Obviously, we're active on the backboards. Our rebounding numbers were really good. And our ball movement was pretty good for the most part. So there were just a lot of pieces that were back in place. We made the extra pass on several occasions. We tried to play inside out off of Doug some, and were able to get some decent looks at the basket as a result of that.
Have Greg, have you seen this coming in recent days, practice or anything that led you to believe this might happen?
I felt as good after Monday's practice as I felt in a month. But I was back to a sleepless night last night because we weren't quite as good yesterday in practice. But yeah, I think our guys fully understand what was at stake. If we wanted to have an opportunity to play for a championship, we had to find a way to win. And I'm proud of the way we gutted it out through some turnovers that first half, because generally when Bradley turns you over and turns them in, uses their defense and turns it into offense, that's when they're at their best, and we were able to still have a 4-point lead, turning the ball over 12 times.
You mentioned Will. Just kind of expand on what he did tonight.
He gives you such a different look than Gregory. Gregory's power. Will is finesse, but he's a very gifted passer, so he makes a lot of the right decisions, and he's long enough. He's got a feel for open spots on the floor, and then he's got a good sense, a good nose for the ball in the offensive glass, and he went and made some plays there that resulted in some baskets for us. So the combination of those two has been really good, and we needed Will, and Gregory got that third foul just a few minutes into the second half. Unfortunately, Will was ready to go.